There is a lot of skepticism in our society about the reality that things will never return to their pre-disruption state, and they refuse to acknowledge that there is no such thing as a normal state of affairs anymore. Industry after industry is suffering, and executives say that the supply chain crisis has no end in sight. The vast majority of our manufacturers are highly dependent on technology to keep their operations running, which has become standard in our modern world. But because of a global chip shortage, thousands of industries are now struggling to ink. Recent articles in the Wall Street Journal have highlighted how long it takes corporations to receive the chips they need to make their equipment and products work. And this isn't going to get any better anytime soon. A healthy 9 to 12-week delivery window has been exceeded throughout the year, with the average delivery time increasing from 19 weeks in the summer months to 22 weeks at the beginning of October. In light of the fact that millions of products now rely on chips to function, this is a worrying development for other industries as well. As a result, waiting times are no longer measured in weeks. According to a recent article in the Wall Street Journal, one company owner revealed that an order he placed earlier this year is still pending. The order for transmission chips for PowerX's utility monitoring devices was placed in May by Manuel Schoenfeld, the owner of a New York-based company, and he was initially promised that they would arrive in the summer or fall or winter, but now he expects to receive them in May 2022. Schoenfeld added that the global semiconductor scarcity is not going away, and that the automobile industry continues to endure a financial squeeze unlike any other, with many of the world's largest car makers blaming the shortfall for their poor results. As the situation has evolved, another executive has warned that shortage will have an impact on the company's quarterly performance and that shortages will persist indefinitely, saying that Brandon Kulick, the head of Delight Semiconductor Industry Practice, said the shortages will continue indefinitely. Although the global economic system is experiencing widespread disruption, most people refuse to accept that this is our new reality. They want to believe that things will sort themselves out and that everything will work out just fine somehow, but the imbalances occurring are alarming. We're not talking about corners here. We're talking about years. The question is, how bad does it have to get before people start waking up? It's common knowledge that a 2-year-old Civic with over 4,000 miles on the odometer would sell for around $21,000 at wholesale auction. Toyota Camry with large dents and scratches sold for nearly twice what it would have sold for just a few years ago, and a 2015 Kia Sorento sold for $12,600, a staggering amount for a 6-year-old car with 83,000 miles in his opinion. Such sky-high prices have become the new normal at the weekly auction where dealerships around the country buy and sell used cars. It will be quite difficult for people to purchase a vehicle in 2022, whether it be a used or new car, because the sticker price will be extremely expensive. Because of the chip shortages, you informed us about a similar problem taking place with farm equipment. Like used automobiles, farmers are turning to used equipment to meet their demands. In recent auctions in Iowa, one used 2009 John Deere tractor sold for more than 10 times its original purchase price of $109,000. Farm equipment dealer Joel Everett says this is not an isolated incident. Even though the supply chain shortage has been going on for a long time, farmers and experts say that the scarcity of semiconductors is driving prices to record highs and raising questions about whether harvests and the upcoming planting season will be affected. Of course, all of this is just speculation, but it is a concern for farmers and experts. Food expenses around the world have increased significantly over the past year, according to Bloomberg, and this might lead to even more expensive grocery bills as the energy crisis threatens to worsen the situation. Failures in the harvest take advantage of setbacks. Inflationary pressures across the entire economy have been exacerbated by an increase in food prices that has affected nearly every sort of food, including dairy, meat, and eggs. In the wake of increasing oil prices, the Bloomberg report stated that rising energy costs are putting pressure on the cost of creating fertilizers and shipping foodstuffs around the world. Over the past few weeks, industry insiders have warned that this Thanksgiving will be one of the most expensive ever, while store shelves keep getting emptier and emptier across the country. This is happening nationwide. Ignoring the jokes for a moment, don't you find it galling when they deny our problems exist or claim that they are only temporary? People need to eat now, not in a few months or years. If the government refuses to acknowledge the challenges we face, we are truly on our own. We cannot afford to ignore the warning signs that indicate that things will only get worse from here on out. Thank you for watching, and please stay tuned for the next one.